Hello, this is Victor. We are here with a new Blackstone Fortress expedition, and this is going to be the last one, if I'm successful, from the starter set. So we are going to try to reach the hidden vault. Okay, we have here the four heroes. We have Mayam Said Murad, we have Delus, we have Janus, Drake, and we have as well Dayak Gweken. And we go to see if we can have this card. So I have prepared everything, we are ready to start, and I already take the first encounter, and the first encounter is a challenge, so it's a mysterious defense. So what you have to do here, I take one discovery card for each of the heroes. This is one, two architects, and a clue. And then I have to roll a defense dice for each of them, and if they are successful, they will have it. If they fail, they will have a wound for the next mission. So let's start with Said, and Said will try to get the card. So she has defense triangle. I will roll, and if I'm successful, if not, she will take a bone. She's successful, so she took the architect. Then we go for Delus. He's also going to try to take this one. He has defense as well, a triangle, so means the 8. And he failed, so he received a wound. No, Janus will reject, and as well the crowd will not go for it, and we are done. So we have one wound for Delus and one new architect card for Said. So we keep these ones, we put them back at the bottom of the deck, and now we are going to take the next card, and the next card is another challenge, the race. Let's prepare the race. So again, we have to take one discovery card for each of them. So we have a clue, we have architect 2, we have a clue, and we have architect 2. And we are going to roll 1d6 for each of them and add the movement. So let's start with Said. So Said has 2 plus 2 movement, 4. Then go for Delus. Delus has 3 plus 2, 5. We go for Janus. Janus scored the same as Delus. They are both falling down. And then we have to roll for Dwyer, for the Crute. Crute rolls a 6. So Crute will take architect 2, because he's the winner. He can choose what to take. And now she can choose the second one, because the other ones fell down. He will take architect 2. The ones that have fall down, they have to roll no for the armor. So let's roll for Delus. And Delus fail again. 2 wounds on Delus. So Delus will need to start doing some recovery rolls just to start the game. And then go for Janus. And Janus also is wounded. So we have also a wound for him. So not too much luck for Delus on these challenges. And we go to the next challenge, or the next, and we have a combat. So I will set up the combat. We have this combat now to go through. I will set up the combat, and I'm back once this is set up. So here we have the combat set up. So we have the heroes there. Okay. And we have some negables, some traitors, and then we have a blackout. So the range of all the weapons is reduced to 3. So more than 3 there is not line of sight. So we are going to start the fight. I will come back every time that we have one action. So I'm back once the negables have done the actions, because they go first. So the negables basically charge against the heroes, moving 6, and they are next to the heroes. There is just one that just decides to advance because I roll a 1. So now it's time for Delus. the Crute and Said. So let's start with Delus, that he will try to recover some wounds back. So Delus decides to recover himself, so he recovered the 2 wounds that he had lost before, and he just used the Destiny Dice, 2 Destiny Dice to shoot at one of the Niga Balls, putting 1 wound, just 1 wound, so I did not roll very well, so he just put 1 wound, and now it's time for the Crute. So the Crute has been the champ of the day so far, so he was so inspired that he only rolled crits, shooting to the opponents, killing them all, so 3 shots, 3 kills, and on top he just had to use 1 movement to have a vision with the last one. So that's all for now, and now we go to Said. So Said just killed the last Niga Bolt, and she took a position there, waiting for the Guardians to move. So now it's time for the Renegades, and after the movement of the Renegades I will come back with the summary. So all the traitors except the leader have moved towards Said. They almost all of them shoot to her because they have charge rolls or advance, and they have put 1 wound to Said. Yeah, it was good to put her in cover, but against grenades and flamers there is no cover. So now we are going to finalize the turn with Janus moving, and we are going to finalize this round. So Janus decided to ignore his wound and just move boldly against the traitors. He killed the first one that was more advanced, and then he just moved again using the Destiny Dices, and with the crits he managed to kill 2 more traitors. So only 2 traitors remaining. It seems that the level is quite clear out, and we go now to the next round. Let's take just a roll on the Destiny Die to see what happens. It's an 11, so I will check the 11, and I'm back at the beginning of the next round. So we are doing the second round. The first one was the Crute to move, and he just advanced. He searched here, he found a clue, and now I just moved him there to move in the next turns. Let's see, in principle the traitor should move toward Janus, so he has quite a clear way to keep advancing. So now it's time for the traitors, and then we'll go Janus, then the Niga Balls if there is reinforcements, and the 2 last heroes. So I'm back once there is more action. So Janus just received the 2 attacks from the traitors, nothing happened to him thanks to good safe rolls, and then he killed the 2 remaining traitors and keep advancing. So now we just have to move to the teleporting chamber, and we leave this combat. So quite an easy combat for these heroes, not too difficult, and we go to the wrong. I will come back once in case there is some more action. If not, they will just move to the teleporting room. So yeah, they are in the teleporting room. They have done this combat quite straightforward. They managed even to recover the wounds that they received in the previous challenges. And now we go for a new challenge. So this is back to back. So I will read the challenge, and I'm back once I know what I have to do. So I will decide to skip this one. So I will use one of the ships. I think it's the Vanguard one that allows me, or I need to check which one is. No, the Vanguard is not this one. So there is So once per expedition, when exploration card is turn face up, the leader can use the advanced mapping routines. If they do so, the exploration card is being resolved. So I will resolve this one because it's quite dangerous now for this type of expedition. So I skip this one and I go for the next one, and we have a new combat. So I will set up the map for this combat, and I'm back to go for the next combat. So here we have the combat set up. So we are going to have block 1 are 7 traitors, block 2 5 traitors, block 3 2 Urguls, and block 4 Space Marine with 2 traitors. But I should be with 4, but there is not more. So this is the maximum we can put now. Now we go for the combats, and let's see. So the first move is Said, and then it's going to be followed by the 2 other heroes, and then Janus will be one of the last ones. So I will just come back once they have done some movements. So what I did, because the heroes were first, they just advanced a little bit, and I put them in Overwatch. so they can do some shooting once the enemies start appearing. And now it's time for group 2, so the 5 traitors to start moving. So I have moved 2 and 1 that are mainly the traitors. So here they just advance, and with the Overwatch I killed the leader. And there they have a lot of holds, so I roll 4 holds on total. This one charge here, but he was killed by the advanced in this position here and was killed by the shooting of the Overwatch. So now it's time for Janus to show his abilities, and then we will move group 3 and 4. So we are here at the end of the round, and yeah, just I move the Janus here and kill some of the traitors, and then these 2 groups just move and he just rush towards the heroes. So this Space Marine is really eager to start killing heroes. As he appeared here, I just have the last Overwatch making 1 wound on this Space Marine. So now we go to a second round. I don't have Destiny dices because I roll 3 on the I roll a 3, and then we don't have any more Destiny dice. And now we are going to go for round 2 and see what's going on. So the first to move the round was Said. She just killed the Chaos Space Marine, and then I move her here in this position, so she is in a good position to start shooting. So she is going to be there as a supporting, but no, she just did all her actions. So now it's time for Delus and see what he is doing. So then I move Delus and I just decide to shoot to the Guardian that he can see. He cannot see these 2, there is no line of vision, so I kill the one here and I put him on Overwatch. So if he has 3 dice, he will be able to do 3 shots. And then I just move Janus there trying to kill the Urguls, and this time he failed. Not too many crits. They have 3 wounds, this Urgul, so I kill 1 and I leave 1 with 1 wound. So it's going to be, yeah, let's see. I hope this guy is not doing damage to me. And now it's time for the group here. The group 2 and group 1 and group 3 and group 4, all the groups will act, and the last one will be the Crute to see what he will do. So I'm back once all the groups have moved. Okay, so this group, it seems that they are very scared because they almost all of them hold, and just this guy advanced shooting, doing nothing. The other one was sneaking. This guy attacked on Janus, putting one Gravius wound on him. So this I will need to take care because now it's not easy to recover from that. I think I have a medic pack to be able to do it. And then here I just did wounds with the Overwatch on the guys that were coming, and at the end this guy killed the 2 guys, right? With 1 more remaining. I killed this one in close combat, and then I shoot the guy that was here down. So it seems that there is quite a good control. I think they are in good position. So now we go for the next round on the heroes, and let's see. The only one that is maybe in a worse position is Janus with this Gravius wound, but okay, it's not the end of the world. So we go. I will roll now for this 1. So this is quite bad. So what is 1? Because this is the worst thing. So all does, if any discovery markers are still on the battlefield, the leader must discard 1 of them. If they are not discovered, okay, I need to. Okay, I will take this discovery marker all out. I don't want to go there. And yeah, we go to the round 3. So we are here at the round 3. We have just put all the initiative and everything. So Sahid will start, and yeah, Janus goes after the Urgul. So I'm thinking to send Sahid to help Janus, and then let's see what happened with all these renegades there. So I will start the movement of Sahid, and I'm back later on. So I decide to move Sahid to help Janus. What I did first is I shot the guy that was invisible to her. I killed him. Then I moved Sahid. He has 3 movement for this battle because I used one of his equipment. So she killed the ghoul, and then I went and I discovered here to have more Archotech. So now it's time for the group 1 to move, the one there. So they are the most calm group up to now, but let's see what they will do. So what happened is Dalus just advanced, killing the two guys that were here, quite easy for him, and then these guys just move a little bit in. The group 3 non-reinforcements, and Janus just killed 2 of the traitors guardsmen. So Janus is there alone. Let's see, I hope that he has initiative. If not, I don't think he's going to die from a laser gun. And no, it's the time for the group 4 to see if they have reinforcements, and then goes the crew and the final group 2. So I will come at the end of the round and do another summary. So no reinforcements were coming from group 4, and then I just move. I put a bobby trap here in case there are reinforcements. They will, some of them will die before arriving, and I went here and I kill close combat the flamer. So now we go to a new round. I roll again for the event roll. It's an 18. This time is good for the group. So let's see what 18 means. So 18 is heroic effort. Let it pick an explorer that is out of action, and this is not the case. And then make a vitality roll for. Okay. So I don't think I can make a vitality roll for a grievous wound. So I will leave it as it is, and we go to a new round. Okay. At the end, the Maglev portal was here, so I had to move them into the other position, and yeah, and I had to open. Sorry, these two guys are here, so they just appeared, 2 guardsmen from this portal that try to move towards the heroes. So they just appear at the end of the turn, but it was the last group to check, and they just appear and they want to go after the heroes. So we are going to go to another round. But to be fair, I don't think there will be too much chances, as the heroes just will move inside of the Maglev portal and leave. So the heroes just move first, they had the initiative, and they just move into the Maglev portal and they go for the next encounter. So we have another combat, so it seems that it's quite hard to arrive to the bolt, and now we have here another combat before reaching the hidden bolt. So the 3rd combat in a row. I will set up and I'm back. It seems that the heroes have been fallen into an ambush. So we have here a big group of 8 traitors and 2 space marines ambushing the heroes. So I use the ability to move before the battle starts for the crew, to move him away a little bit from the line of sight, so he can be there in the cover, so he's in a better position. And then yeah, I use the gambits to see if I can move earlier, but I will move before the Space Marines, but not before all this big group of traitors. So first the traitors will move, then Janus and Said, and after that Delus and the crew, so the Space Marines, and then Delus and the crew. So I come back after the traitors to see what is the damage that the heroes can get. Okay, a rain of shooting have fallen on the heroes. A couple of brave traitors just charge against the heroes, and the other one just remain in cover shooting as much as they can. I have a lot of onslaught and I'm shooting, but at the end I'll end up with 1 wound on Delus and 1 wound on Said, so not too bad for the amount of shooting I have received. I think the traitors have been a little bit unlucky. Now it's time for Said and Janus to fight. I will move first Said, then Janus, and let's see if they can at least kill one of these space marines before it's the time to move. Okay, after the rain of fire of the traitors, Said just moved first there. She killed very easily the 2 space marines with the pistols, and then she turned and killed the last traitor that was here, clearing out the way for the heroes to go against the group of traitors that were protected by the cover. So all the heroes just advanced and they killed the first 3 guys that were there in close combat, and now there are still 3 traitors remaining, but yeah, now it's quite controlled by the heroes, and we go to the next round. So let's take roll for the event to see what's going on. A 10 is not too bad, I think. Maybe a guy will wake up. No, 10 is changing conditions, and then we draw a card and we see if there is any gambit. There is no gambit, nothing happens. So we go to the round 2, and I'm back. Okay, we are at the end of the second round, and some reinforcements have arrived from the traitors. So first I kill all the traitors because I had the initiative, and then at the end, when the traitors was a turn, they appear. They did some shooting on the crew because he's the most advanced one, but he is on a cover, so nothing happened to him. So now we will go to the turn 3, to the round 3. The maglev field is already here, so have been revealed with the events. And yeah, let's go to the turn 3 and see if we finalize this combat. So we are at the beginning of this round, round 3. Janus just advanced very fast towards the traitors, killing 2 of them in close combat. I have to use all my destiny dices. So now it's just one guy remaining that most likely will attack him, and then we will go to the Space Marines to see if there are reinforcements, and finally the rest of the heroes. So the traitor fight back. He was in fury, so he rolled 20. It means that he's very enraged because Janus killed his colleagues, and he managed to put another grievous wounds on Janus. So Janus has 2 grievous wounds, and this is going to be difficult to take care of. So yeah, Janus will be quite in a bad shape for the final assault. So let's go to the there are no reinforcements from the Space Marines. So the rest of the heroes will attack, and we will finalize the round. So the heroes are in the maglev field. Yeah, just to recap, Delus have 1 wound, Janus have 2 critical wounds, and the other guys don't have any wound. Janus is inspired and as well Said. So now we go to another combat. So it seems that we go from combat to combat. So I will prepare this combat, and I'm back. So here we have the setup of the new combat. So in the position 1 here we have 2 Space Marines with 6 traitors. So this is going to be the hard point. I think if I can, I will try to go for to activate Mangler's field and leave, because I want to ride. So then I have 3 Urguls there. Okay, I expect them will run very fast to me. We have 3 Niga Balls, and then 6 traitors more on position 4. So there are 4 positions, it's quite all corridors, and I just advance the recruit and put some Bobby Trap using his ability. But now, yeah, we need to go to see what's going on. So yeah, let's start the battle and see what's going on. So they will start first the group 2 and 1. So and then we are going to move 2 of the hit. So we are here at the middle of the first round, okay? What happened so far? So first the group 2 activated was the Urguls, they ran, try to there, and then the traitors and the Space Marines also advanced. There was one guy that was in a rush and activated the Bobby Trap, killing himself. So then it goes to the hero's turn. I just move Janus on the way, so I will try to see if I can activate this portal before any other portal activates. If not, I will need to move back, because most likely if it's activating it's going to be one of the farthest portals. And then Said went to kill the Urguls. I use all the destiny dices that I have, that were 2, as well all her dices, and I killed 2 of the Urguls, just 1 Urgul remaining, but okay, I'm okay with the result. Let's see if I go first or second, but most likely one of my heroes will be able to deal. And now it's time for the Niga Balls and for the other traitors to activate. So I will see what the other guys do, and the last one will be the Crude. Okay, the situation is starting to be quite difficult here. The Niga Balls just rush against the Crude, and one managed to even attack, but it failed. And also the other guys just charge against the other front. So it seems that our heroes are trapped there in the corridor. I hope they will be able to break a way out. And now we are going to roll for the Vendai. So this is the end. So I just put another Bobby Trap there. I see if I can kill another of these Niga Balls. And now we roll a 13. So 13 is that escape chamber. So the leader replaces the... Okay. If they are equally from the explorers, the leader can pick which one replace. So if this event has, okay, so I have to choose the further one, and this means that I need to move back, so this is going to be quite a tough thing to do. So the mangless field is there, so this means this will force me to move back and kill everybody. So let's see if this is feasible. I will need to change how I place my guys, but I think it's going to be, I think I will manage. So let's see how this goes, and we move to the next round. So the first group to move was Delus, and he killed some of the guardsmen, one guardsman there. Then Said killed the Urgul and all the traitors that were there queuing to go. Then it goes the group 1, that was this group, and they did they just moved, but they get stuck because they were the Nigabolts in the way, and they were not able to pass through because the hexagons were occupied by the Nigabolts. And then the Nigabolts advanced, and they put another grievous wound on Janus that only have one wound remaining, and the 3 that he has are grievous, so there is no way to eliminate these wounds from Janus. So he's really in bad shape for this mission, and yeah, and still we have to do the fight in the vault. So this, I can eliminate this thing here. This was the marker of Delus. Now it's time for the group 4. I will do it on camera to see what it's doing. So we have here this guy, the traitor. He's engaged with Delus, not with the Said, because there is a wall there, so he cannot see Said. So I have a 19, and he is engaged. So he has onslaught, meaning that he will attack double. As he is the guy with the pistol and so on, he attacks with double dices. He double crit, so 1 crit for Delus. I will roll a defense. I roll a crit on defense, so I'm protected. And now the second attack from this guy, another double crit, so I have another roll and nothing. So I have another a grievous wound now on Delus. So Delus is also not very healthy. So we go now to the activation of Janus, only 1 attack, and he will do, he has a 6 as a remaining dice, so he will do his ability against this guy. So it means that he can do 3 attacks with this 6. So I roll the first one, it's a crit, so meaning that I will kill unless I roll, they have this special ability that the Nigabolts, that they on a 20, so I need they pass, but they add +2 because there is another guy next to them. So I need the destiny dice. 17 +2 is 19, does not do 20, so the Nigabolt is killed, and now I have 2 more attacks with Janus. So let's see what he does. Nothing. And 1 wound on the remaining guy. So let's put the remaining wound here. Okay, and then it goes group 2 that is already killed, so we only need to roll if there is reinforcements. No reinforcements, and I forgot to roll. He killed 1 Nigabolt, so if he gets inspired, he got inspired by 1. Okay, so I will now do the group 2 is done. Now I will do the Crud, and I'm back for the close-up of this round. So at the end the Crud just managed to kill the other Nigabolt, and we go to a new round. So I need to move to this point there, okay, where we have, so I need to go through all this group of traitors, and I have Said at the back, so I will need to make a space for Said. I did not want to move ahead, so I will wait that they come and try to kill them in the short range. Because to be fair, this is a corridor of death. The other option is to move out, force them to come to me, and once they are coming to me, kill them when they get out of the tunnel, and then take the tunnel back. So I don't know, I need to see, because I have 2 guys that are very wounded, and I still need to do another card, another exploration, and the hidden bolt. So we are at the middle of this round. The traitors just advanced. This guy make a rush with a 20 and did a wound on the Crud, but just a normal wound. I think this is not grievous. And then in this turn I just already moved Denlus that killed the guy that was in the tunnel, and finally he managed to do arbitrary runes. It was the 7th time I was trying to do that. I just moved Janus on the position that you can see there, so I expect Said will kill the guys that are at my backward, and then I will start advancing in the tunnel. And the crew is trying to at least to resist there until Said is coming to help, because to be fair, yeah, the crew in close combat is not very good. So I'm going to see how this keep moving. I think I will exchange the position of Said and the crew, and let's see how this goes. So Said managed to kill the 2 remaining guardsmen, and then she moved at the front to protect the rest of the groups together with the crew, and I used the medipack to heal the wound from the crew. So now we will go to a new round. Let's see who will we go first. And yeah, and I think I will not go for the tokens because to be fair, my team is quite wounded, and especially Janus is very slow. So you can see that the corridor is clean now. Said just turned the corner of the corridor, put his pistols on automatic fire, and just the rain of bullets and so on kill all the guys that were in the corridors. So first she killed the one that was closest, the traitor guardsman, and then she killed the 2 space marines, and then she killed, I used of course 2 destiny dices to do that, but I killed the other 2 guys that were coming at the back. So I can roll for inspiration. I did 8 and 8, 12 and 2, 14 wounds, and I roll 18, so she is not inspired even with all this mayhem she provoked. So now we are going to activate group 1, that was the one that was more scared, and we will go. So if there is nothing news, I will just keep moving my guys until I arrive to the mangless field. Well, it seems that the exit is not going to be that easy from this level, because 4 traitors more appear there from the portal. So I just use the movement of the crew. I have a double 6 to put a couple of bobble traps. So I will expect to kill 2 of them, and then we'll see. So I guess I will leave at the back side so she can deal with this last threat. So the rest of the group will keep moving towards the mangless field, and I'm using now some of the how it's called this destiny dices to give more movement to Janus, because with only 1 dice and 2 and 2, it's going to take 4 ages to arrive to the mangless field. Okay, most of the group is in the mangless field or room, but just the crew is behind, and then there are some Urguls that they just appear and move towards him. So let's see who moves first, and he can disengage and just leave, or he will need to resist the attacks of these guys. So at the end, what happened is the crew was before this group, so he just disengaged and moved to the mangless field, and just we changed to the new exploration. So the last one, so it's a challenge. Okay, so we have, it's going to be a cross fire trap. I will read the challenge and I come back to explain it.
That's open.
So I have done the challenge. I have been lucky that nobody has taken any wound. So I passed all the challenge. I make a mistake. I wanted to record live and I mistake. So the first roll was a 2, and was Said, and had to roll more than, as he said, that more than a 2. She rolled a 9. This was the most difficult one because we are in the middle, and Janus said, I will roll higher than a 9. He rolled a 15. Okay, and then was the turn for Delus, and he said, I will say equal or lower than 15, and he rolled a 2, making the roll quite easy for Janus, for Dayak, that he rolled higher than a 2, a 4. Okay, and that was all the sequence, so all of them have been past this challenge, and now we will set up the map, and we go for the final assault to the hidden vault. So let's keep tuned for the final assault. So we are here at the first round of this assault to the hidden bolt. So the nigga bolts that were here just move a little bit, but they were not able to attack because the doors were closed. Okay, then the number 3, just I changed the card as the rules are asking, and then all the heroes were moving. So this guy just opened the door, try to shoot, do nothing. I will keep him there just to see he can do once the heroes are there. He can drive some attraction. Here I just wanted to kill one drone, okay, and I want to keep another one, so I want to just to keep this guy as the closest one. He has the amulet to reduce the dangerous level to 0. So he will be the focus for the drones, try to distract the drones. And then these two guys, the plan is to move them ahead there, but I just moved to here, because all these are dangerous ones. I will wait that the cultists and the Chaos Space Marines move. And now it's time for position the group 4 and the group 1 to move. So I will come back at the end of the turn once these two groups have moved. So we are here at the end of the round. So these guys just move a little bit, some charge, some hold, some advance. So a little bit of everything, but they were there is not line of vision from this. There is this thing there that is covering, and then these guys, just the second one, arrive again from and they're shooting to the Adeptus Mechanicum, that is the closest one, but they both fail. Yeah, remember that he has the one amulet, so he's reducing the threatening level down thanks to that. So now we go to a new round. I will roll the event die. It's 18. So this is not too bad. So let's check what is 18, and I'm back at the beginning of the next round. So we are here in a new round of combat. So yeah, the roll 18 is that I can do a vitality roll, but I don't have anyone with wound or have various wounds, so I cannot heal them. I think is how I understand. So now we go to a new group. The drones will move first, then all the heroes, and finally the rest of the groups. So I will see how this goes, and you can see the beam have changed his direction. So we go for the second round. So this is how we end up at the end of the round 2. What I did is I moved this very fast here to block the entry of any enemies from this turn. So they have to from here they have to come some traitors and Chaos Space Marines, and then I kill all the cultists there with Said. So I have to flip a new card, and I know that Nigga Balls will come next turn from this door. I just left Janus behind. If he dies, bad luck for him, but yeah, I cannot spend more dice. So now I'm trying to block there. I will score now 1 counter. Okay, so I will have now 1 counter here because I managed to have the bolt once, but still we need to arrive to the 3 counters. So let's see if I can resist there with 3 guys. So far it looks quite good, and now we are going to roll to see what is the event. So the event is as 13, meaning that 13 is a brief respite. So the leader must pick one hostile group. Hostiles from that group that have been slain are not deployed when it is activated next turn. Only use the hostiles from the group that are on the battlefield. I cannot do anything like that because there are not hostiles, so they have to come new. So yeah, I don't know if I can choose that non-nigga balls are coming, but I don't think I can do that. So because they are not active hostiles. So we go to the round 3 and let's see how this evolves. Here we are at the end of the turn 3, right, of the round 3. It's becoming quite easy because now, of course, I will in the event phase I will put another bolt counter. I'm 2, so just 1 for winning, and I don't think they will be able to stop me. What happens is I'm blocking the gate 3, so nothing can come from there. And on top, on gate 4 was an event, so it means that nothing is happening, and I roll a new card for the next turn. There will come something. So from gate 4 there will come 6 traitors. But of course Janus is here. If I manage to block the 2 doors, nothing will come from these doors, and it's going to be difficult for the opponents to do. Well, the other thing that happened is that the ones were not able to see anything, so they just sneak, but when they are sneaking they went into the beam, and they were killed, and if I follow the rules as they are written, is what they will do. So now we have only these 3 Urguls that they try to go behind Janus. I just use the only die I have on the Destiny dice, and now I'm going to roll for the event. And the event now is an 8, so this is not that good, but it's not one of the worst events. So let's see what happened with 8 in this level, because you have a different table. So Cherry, Flurry of Fire, next turn 3 the Annihilation Turret, as it were firing along all 6 rows it can face. So now the turret is facing all the rows, so these 3 hinds are killed automatically, because the turret is shooting in all directions. So this is quite bad for them. It's being even more positive for me than negative, because now the turret is firing. So Janus will not be able to move from here, but the turret is shooting there, this like. So I only need to resist here 1 turn more. Janus will stay there, and if I resist there, it's going to be game over. So I'm going to roll for, I'm going to do the initiative, and I'm back for the next, for the final of the next round. So here we are at the round 4th. So from gate 4, the 6 of the 6 traitors, 3 have arrived. The other 3 doesn't fit because Said is there. So here we have the 3 traitors that have arrived on this gate. Gate 1, the spindled ones were killed, so I took a new card, and now it's time for the heroes. So I will do the shooting of the heroes, and I will wrap up at the end of the turn, because there will no more will come, because I keep blocking gate 3, so nothing can come from there. And gate 2, yeah, they just killed the Urgul, so let's see what will be next. And here we are at the end of the round. So the end have been easier than what I was expecting to get with the bolt. Now I will do a new event, so I reach the bolt, and we are going to open the envelope. So this mission has been easier than what I expected in the final battle. The approximation route was more complicated. So now we will open this. Here we have what we have inside. Okay, we have these augments. So this explorer is permanently marked with the augmented resistance. When a defense roll is made for them, roll 2 dice instead of 1 and use the best result. For example, okay. So in addition, this explorer is now immortal and cannot edge die, so they can still be taken out of action, but automatically pass and recovers. So you can see here we have this special card. I don't know if it's the same for all of the same, but these augmentics are going to be at the end for Said, who is the real hero of all this expedition. Janus was behind, the leader, and now we have the augmentics with Said. So we already know the next mission will be to go against the Ambot, but it's quite interesting that we have finalized here the hidden bolt. So I hope you have enjoyed this one. Please give a like if you have liked it. Let me know what do you think, and if I have done any mistake, please leave it in the message below, in the comments below, sorry. But I think I played correctly, so it's quite easy to neutralize here the opponents if you arrive with enough heroes. Of course, if you only have 2 heroes, it's very difficult to neutralize the opponents that keep coming and coming. But I will say Said is the strongest character of all the heroes. Okay, so she's very strong with the shooting with the pistols and so on. So that's all for now. So I hope you have enjoyed this one. Please give a like if you have liked it, share if you think other people can be interested as usual. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.